All right, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. That's right. Today we are gonna make some legendary stone happen. All right. So, who's in the house? Give me a shout out. Hey, hey. Who's viewing? Give me a shout out. Chat. Hello, hello. Cowboy bacon me. Come on. All right. So yeah, we'll get right into VULCANUS and get on with the show. Cool. So yeah, maybe a slow start, but where's EXO? Where's Mr. Man? Where's my peeps? Yeah, we just chilling. So I did a couple things in the meantime. Built a little mini legendary mall. So this was pretty cool. It's building space parts. It's also building some of the basics. We have our little. I keep losing it. I'm gonna bring it over here. Our order thing, I guess, kind of like what we want, and slowly but surely making them all. But the main thing is gonna be stone, which is gonna allow us to get. Well, let's just see, like, what can we make with stone? We're gonna want legendary oil refineries. We're gonna want the legendary centrifuges. I think those take just stone. Yeah, it's just concrete that we're looking for there. And what else? Some of these things like the recycler, unfortunately, can only be built on Fulgora, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But we can still solve that issue. I think we might even be able to construct some on Fulgora. Not that we can construct a lot of them on Fulgora. But I mean, we do have legendary stone here in a decent pile. And then we also have concrete. Pretty sufficient supplies of the concrete. Gears. Oh yeah. And iron itself. Not a lot of legendary iron. Oh, what's up, EXO? Hey. Right on. You're obligated to arrive when you do. Just kidding. Just turn into a fascist factory. Just kidding. No worries, man. You do you. But it's good to see you. It's good to see you for sure. So yeah, just kind of going over, just vibing on the things that we need. Pretty cool to be at this stage where we're just building everything out of legendary mats. Oh, mining drills. Yeah, so the mining drill is going to be in a separate. Oh, it's also reactors that need concrete. So let's put reactors in here and take it out of here. So we actually already got chem labs. We want to make. The only racist factor here is is us Republican Party. I mean, what? Who in the what now? And it looks like we can already build pump jacks, which should be on this bus. So this probably is a good candidate for building legendary pump jacks. Right here. Steel, green circuits, and the other stuff. And then we can just kind of copy this over, change this filter to legendary pump jacks. No, not purple ones, legendary ones. That's right. Then we'll have less than, I don't know. I'm going to say 100 maximum. Oh, nice. I just need a croissant. Need to be able to just pull out a croissant. Who doesn't love croissants? So have you ever looked into how to make a croissant? It is like ridiculous. It is very hard. So yeah, the pump jacks, getting those legendary pump jacks over to Aquila will be a priority. Not an immediate priority, but definitely a priority. Okay, so we've got pump jacks now, so we can take that off the list. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it is a lot of work. Like, holy smokes. And I'm not just talking about, yeah. So the beacons, assembly machines. I don't think we need legendary heat pipes. Yeah, no. We really don't. I'm just going to take that one out. It would be nice to have that, but like, yeah, definitely not really. So these are going to be stone. Okay, so I'm going to actually put this one beside the stone. And that's really just going to... Yo, what's up, pair? How's it going this evening? I think these could just go on here. So the recycler we know is an off-planet thing. That's something we probably could just be making recyclers here. With one of these jar upcyclers. But wait, can we make... this can't be made in the electromagnetic plant, which is fine, but just good to know. Space age jar upcyclers. So we're just going to use a regular... I don't need this one anymore. Yeah, this isn't really my game. This does work up to rare, which is nice, but yeah, I'm gonna garbage that one actually. In fact, I'm gonna garbage these two. Yeah, because all we really want are the good stuff, right? The good jar upcyclers that we got. And then shift, there we go, and this one. I missed it. Do legendary fluid tanks do anything? No, they do not. They do not, which is a little sad. Bit of a sad story, but you know, can't just live on sad violin noises our whole lives. Could probably stick this right up in here. And what item? Well, we're looking for the legendary recyclers. Well, don't put legendary in there, that would break it. Normal, uncommon. Seriously, just legendaries. And we can take these two out. That'll work just fine. And that should... We'll even see, like, this should... Yeah, this is going to request actually enough to actually just straight up start building the legendary... you know what I'm trying to say. The legendary this thing, recycler. It's just going to request that in, and it's actually going to start building the legendary recycler as soon as it gets enough mats, which, I mean, it's not terribly expensive. It might be the... Oh no, we've got the logistic. We got the... It'd be cool if I could, like, prioritize by quality. But, you know, spoiled only. Okay. So this will slowly but surely get enough. Why is it putting... I think it was it's trying to put mats in. So I wonder if it gets... Yeah, so it did actually... I don't know what happened there. That's weird. It did switch to legendary. Okay, okay. So it was like, no, get out of the way, uncommon. Legendaries in the house. And now it's just gonna straight up build our first legendary one. Put it in the box. And that's cool. And it looks like we still have the mats for it. So anyways, that's cool. We'll just let that kind of cook. Until later. Like later on we'll get the better... Yeah, so it's really just the crafting speed, but later on we'll get the actual materials probably over there. I guess that's going to be the play, because it can only be crafted on Fulgora. So yeah, we'll get the quality encyclers crafted over there. But that'll work for now. Okay, so yeah, beacon's probably good. Oh, the other thing was we got Daygen's Degenerate Gambler hub up, ship up. It needs to go over to... It needs to go over to our special place. Shame you, shame you. Yo. Yeah, Daygen, shout out to Daygen's Degenerate Gambler. The big one. It's missing these legendary laser turrets, but I think that should be fine. I'm going to save just in case. There's still no episode 56, so I'm just gonna go 5601. And let's just ship it to Fulgora. Let's ship it to Fulgora and wait until inactivity of 30 seconds. No, I'll request fulfilled. I'll request satisfied. I'll just put even a circuit condition on there. So let's see. Okay, so it just needs a little bit of priming. It just needs a little bit of that. A little bit more, a little bit more. I think it's about 20 we set. There we go. Now it's doing its thing. Okay, and everything's properly set up, I believe. We are getting the filtering. Yep, we're getting filtering. Got all of our legendary ship parts. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Wait, turn right around, turn right around. Factorio is motivating gambling. We forgot to turn this on, so that would be a tragedy if we got too far and all of a sudden our lasers started going off and then the whole ship died because I didn't turn on the, you know, the juice. Turn on the mouthwash juice. Come on. Come on, everybody. Like, let's not forget the most important thing here. Oh, no. I'm shipping it to VULCANUS. No. Don't go to VULCANUS. Go to Novice and wait until forever, please. Whew, that was close. I almost died on the other side. Oh, jeez. Wow. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, so it's shipping in now. It's coming in. There we go. Right on. That's what we want to see. Factorio is motivating. The great thing about Factorio... Oh, hey, Melly. The great thing about Factorio gambling is all the resources are free. Oh, and the other copper site is now successfully gone. My child keeps looking at my blue mouthwash like it's Fortnite shield potion. Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, be careful with that. You never know. Be like, That's right. It's a good analogy. Spicy. How's our supplies doing over here anyways? How's our coal in the middle? 668. Nice. We've got some decent stockpiles of coal. Looks like this is our copper pile now, but I should at some point... That's like our only copper pile. I mean, we have more, but I mean the only one hooked up. So I should probably hook that up later. I think going up here, I successfully kind of manually bombarded a lot of this and found out that like this is a pretty good area. There's like 15 million copper just kind of right there. But oh, even over here there's actually a really easy expansion. Just boom, cut that off. We'll just keep an eye on it. It would be kind of nice to set up something a little bit more automated, seeing as we are taking the signal. Like, we could easily bring that signal. Yeah, these are out. We could easily bring that signal from this one to the network and then use the green network, which we're not using at all, as our limits, our ore patch limits, or how much is availability. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, okay, so we got the goods. Do we even have a assembly machine? We might not. Yeah, we do not. And now we're sending 28 on the way? That's a weird number. Why? I'm sure it's going to go to 50, and then we're going to have 50 here just for the one that we need. Brilliant. Brilliant. I think this should just be moved over. There we go. And then we'll set that to empty the fluoroketone. And that should then start itself up here pretty well as soon as that one gets up there. Rocket capacity. Oh, it is a rocket capacity of 25. I didn't really notice that before. I thought it was just straight 50. Anyways, so that's that. We're kind of getting our game on there. Those are the stone things. We need like an inserter version. We need, I think I want also the big power poles. You have no need to input the barrels into an assembly machine. You put them by hand. Input the barrels in this. You have no need to input the barrels in the assembling machine. You can put them in by hand. Well, we need to unbarrel them. Not sure if I'm following. But yeah, we'll have a cables version of this. This is gears and pipes, but we'll have a cables version. Cables and gears, I believe. Thank you. Tea arrived. Yeah, so let's see. Because, yeah, these, we're going to need some sticks. That's easy. We're going to need steel. I think there was another one that had wires. Wasn't the RoboPort? Ooh, legendary RoboPorts are going to be, well, just that. Legendary. I feel like there was something else that used cables. Maybe it's this? Yeah, it's this. So this will go in there. I'll actually take it out of there. And this should be out of there. Well, okay. Just remember. Beacon. Ah, crap. I forgot already. Ah, accumulator. And... oh no, what was the other thing? Assembling machine. Nice. Okay. Whew. Yeah, what do you mean, Pear? I'm not quite sure I understand. There we go. Now we have full fluid. Now we actually have fluid. Ah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Woo. Cool. And so, I mean, we could drop the barrels down, or we could just dump them off the edge. I think both are pretty valid options. We really don't need any more fluoroketone at all. So we could just drop all of this stuff down. No. Don't bring any more up. That would be tragic. We can dump all that down. And we just keep the rest in here. I mean, kind of sucks that I accidentally brought up 40 small electric poles. I wish I could drop like some of them down. And maybe some... drop down some of these. Every ship should have repair packs, but apparently I'm not very good at repair packing my ships. Okay. So I think we're good to go now. Okay. Take two for Glora. Are we really requesting 230? Let's take a look at how many we have. Quality. Ooh, we still have 39 here. Wait, hold your horses. Whatever. We'll go get them. Do we have all of those? I feel like we should have most of them at this point. 189. So, well, I guess we'll have to come back if I don't. Yeah, maybe we should go back to novice for a second. I thought I picked those up. Okay, third time's the charm, everybody. Third time's the charm. I was trying to say, you have no need to use inserters to put the barrels inside the assembly machines. Well, yeah, I guess so. If you're doing it on... What up, Cinnabar? Hey, hey. Familiar face. You rock on my stone until I legendary. What? Rock on your stone, bro. You just met her. Yeah, like if you're on the if you're on the ground, you could put the barrels in there, but this isn't space, so yeah, ain't no thing. I thought I requested these up very specifically, but maybe I just drove away too soon. So let's get over there. Not enough to fill one rocket on the way. 40 in the space. You can do it. Oh wait, I think you're right, because you can just like put stuff in things and it'll go in. Oh, right. Like I can put a speed module in here. I can take one out, or I can put one in there, because it just automatically goes through the platform like magic, right? So, oh, speaking of magic, you know what I need? A wizard's hat. That's one I don't know how I missed that, but that would be awesome. And maybe like a wizard's beard. No, not bear, beard. Wizard's beard. All right, cool. All right, cool. All right, thanks, Perry. Yeah, thanks for kind of helping me through that. You know, goes a long way when your brain's barely working. We're in it together. Oh yeah, and then also this one, because I think we're just going to be dumping it right off the edge for anything that's not the legendary calcite. But from here, there we go. Okay, so nice. Now we only need 193, which is, I think, is basically exactly what we have. So for the third time's the charm, let's go on our way to Fulgora. Let's maybe save at this point as well. Righto. Okay, so then we also need to make, yeah, we need that cables version, and then we want an inserter version, and this is going to be interesting to make an assembly 3, and then we have our accumulator is easy. Hey Carrie, how's it going tonight? Welcome to your Thursday evening, making legendary stuff with your jar. I also was thinking, I'm like, I really want to just make... Oh, this is interesting. It just got, like, just stuck. So right now I just decided, like, right, like, just recycle it when there's too much copper in the belt. But I think the best option is to actually just have another separate one of these legendary machines for bringing in steel. Like maybe even smelting the steel right on here. I don't know. But I probably will do that. Like it'll be basically a copy of this, except that maybe I'll go further down here and I'll have the ore come in here, and then I'll have this side like smelting it into steel, and then just drop down mad amounts of steel, because it just, you really need so much more steel than copper in this setup, and recycling it and throwing out all that copper just seems like such a waste. So at least if I can augment the steel input with some steel, then that'll be good. And right here it's a little bit tragic because it's hard to say exactly how much. Like let's just maybe make it 200 for now. And still, like, this is just a temporary fix. Chomp down some copper. We got huge copper over here. Almost 30,000. 24,000, something like that. I don't know, 29,000. 16. So, yeah, I think we're going to kind of go on this side here and just build ourselves... Wait for it. Oh, the accumulators... think could just be done near the batteries. So we got batteries where here, I mean, I could just stick that right in the middle of the bus like an absolute ape. Which, I think, I mean, at least on the side of the bus. Oh, did we get legendary robots sent yesterday? You can't. Yeah, because, like, it's kind of funny how that works, right? Because if you're doing this, steel, like, you just, casting steel has no item ingredients, and therefore it does not support quality. Otherwise, it would just be pure liquid into, it would be like, oh, any liquid, I can just go legendary immediately. In fact, most of these, right, you can cast the low density, that's like the only one. In fact, ooh, concrete. Oh, okay, so that's how you get legendary concrete with ease. But recycling steel chests, pour in iron. Yeah, recycling steel chests works to get rid of iron or to upscale your iron production. Yeah, it's good to know that we're gonna come back to the concrete later. Pour in iron and then smelt iron. So you can do this. But yeah, like the liquids don't have quality, so even though you can like do legendary molten from either of these actually, which right, recycling, so you can kind of upcycle your, yeah, exactly, it's slow. Nice, there's like exactly enough right now. Calcite uses the legendary, right. So that's what we're getting today to get legendary stone, but the actual molten iron doesn't have any quality to it. Liquids don't have quality. So that's why when if you're looking at trying to like do this, you literally cannot select a quality because it has no ingredients other than a liquid, and liquids have no quality. So that's why you can't. Ooh, hopefully that's fine. Yeah, everything's good over here. Anyways, so yeah, that's how she goes. Let's see how novice is going with the. Oh yeah, it's totally out. Maybe we could get a railgun damage while we're waiting. That one will go, right? Oh, maybe not. Oh, I just gotta put it there. Alright. I think we're still trying to build some of these because, yeah, and probably don't need to. It's probably just chomping away at our resources. Wasn't I looking at maybe some more mining drill efficiency? Because I really don't have that much. If it's only level 17 and it costs 15k. Should probably definitely have that. Well, this needs to be changed to there, otherwise it won't come up. And there, that will come up. Hopefully exactly the right amount and not the wrong amount. Do we have any calcite? Shouldn't have some calcite gone through at this point? Maybe not. Maybe it's kind of just getting started. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Didn't I just see this moving? Ah, the ice. Oh, these can't be stack inserters. They need to be regular inserters. There we go. And I was looking at it and I was like, man, is it like not good to just straight up, and these calcite probably gonna get stuck in their hand too, yeah, but that's fine. Like, should I keep some legendary ice? And I was like, nah, really nah, because like, yeah, we can make some science out of it, but I don't know. When I want to do that a bit later, then I will just make the legendary ice right on that platform. Oh yeah, tea. Right on, righto. Okay, so yeah, that's cool to see. We are low dense recycle LDU. Cool. So it did actually send up a little bit extra, which I'm gonna send back down, and then we're good to go actually. So we can go to Fulgora. We can go to Gleba, and then we will go to... I want to just change this, I think, to like 15 seconds of activity. Yeah, let's get Fulgora out of here, and we'll pick up the last of the legendary turrets when we're on VULCANUS. Yes, sir, that's exactly what we got going on here. So I also added a second LDS setup and connected to this. Ooh, and speaking of, these are legendary pumps because yeah, you get 3,000 pumping per second out of them. So like that's super good. And then they are coming in here. The plastic's coming in. They're getting onto the belt, and then the belt's coming off, and we're recycling them here, and we're getting all kinds of. I think we're actually, maybe we're stuck on plastic actually. Looks like it. Which is interesting. That is a bit of a pickle. So I think we are just stuck on a little bit of plastic, and it's like, well, it's only because we're not taking... We should have an input priority here. But maybe even we should maybe just have this like go an output priority on the left as well. And then this goes... This just goes right there. And then we don't even need this. Right, so then it's because this is gonna produce more than this will consume at any point. And the second one was just so that we'd have extra, because plastic is like the legendary plastic, we're not using like any of it really. And with the productivity bonus, it's just crazy how much we're getting from 23 coal. We're getting 132 per second, and we're not using like any of that. Oh, I was thinking of upgrading some of these, just the one side that can be upgraded to stacks. It's like, why not have them stack? I'm sure it's only on one side, but let's do that. Great, so now we're getting a little bit more steel, and it kind of sucks that it's gonna take a while for our legendaries to stockpile up again. Like that was quite a few legendaries. But we may be able to just actually drop down some legendary plastic. That might be all we need. Yeah, like look at how much of this we have. We have so much of that, and we have no legendary plastic. So if we drop down like 1,000 legendary plastic, then we don't have the superconductors also though. And that's a problem. And we're gonna solve that a bit later. But it also comes down to holmium plates then, which we don't have much for holmium plates. Well, actually, we got 115. How much does each one of these take? Oh, just one. So that's actually pretty nice. If we got some legendary plastic down here, then we could build legendary blue sticks and we can get some legendary holmium. But we're going to have to upgrade our holmium production at some point and probably just start like hooking up a few of these like major millions and like recycling everything and throwing it in the garbage except the holmium, and then gambling when making holmium plates and just like recycling all of the holmium that's not legendary to get like a super legendary holmium production going on, right? And so that's going to take a little bit, but that's going to be in the future here. That's going to be at some point, but that's not right now. So let's take a look at how our Gleba ship, it's doing. It looks like we've got a couple stacks already of calcite, so that's pretty cool. And it's not having any problem with the meteors without the legendary. Let's make a quick group here for the legendary lasers and make a custom minimum payload of 8, just so that we don't send up a whole bunch for no reason at all. Cool. And then that's going to be able to just cycle back and forth, you know, do the things that it does. Oh, this one I also wanted to, just stick that back there. Sure, make it a little bit faster, no problem. But yeah, it is functioning. Things are happening over here. So I'm pretty stoked about that. How's our supply? Yeah, it's going. So anyways, what else can we just maybe knock off a couple things on the list? Yes, we need to get our, I think it was gonna be, we could do that somewhere right about here. And just kind of do, I don't think I really care about the placement of the roboport because we can just move that. But yeah, so here we want to get legendary wires and we want to get legendary, I think, gears. Well, maybe it's worth it to do sticks. This doesn't need sticks. This doesn't need sticks, but this needs sticks, and so does this needs sticks. So those two need sticks. Everything else that's wired, that's legendary wires. Like, wouldn't it be funny? Like, arithmetic combiner does super math, legendary math. It can do 7 calculations at once. I don't know. Programmable speaker. Yeah, like, we looked through it yesterday and there's really nothing worth doing. I mean, we could have legendary tanks. Sure, that'd be cool. What does that do? Just health and equipment grid size. Legendary Spidertrons, like that's a thing, but that's going to be a little bit later. Legendary rocket turrets. I wonder if legendary radars. Oh, cool. They're actually pretty useful. Continuous coverage. So they get much larger continuous coverage and also much larger exploration coverage. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Is it worth doing? Maybe. I think we'll put it on the list. And we should also have the red inserters on that list. And then let's just see if we can plug in radars here real quick. Radars. Derp. It would be nice to have, here they are. Legendary radars. They're a steel of a deal. No, there's steel, an iron consumer. And we don't really have iron. Well, we might be able to squeeze it in here. If we just do that. That's the wrong one. I'm okay with squeezing it in here. Are you? Whoocha! Look at how fast that goes, like karate chopping. And then I guess we would just need to do something like this, which again, I'm okay with. It's not my favorite thing ever, but it's doing. Yeah, we'll just tuck that in over there. There we go. Now we got legendary radars. Oh yeah, make sure we do that. Do I have that set on all of them? I do hope so. Got the little legendary thing on all of these logistics filters, so that's good. Cool. So yeah, that's worth it, I think. Who knows if we'll ever... Well, at some point I'm sure we'll start exporting those from here. How is Degen's Degen Gambler going on? Looks like pretty good. It's on its way and it's started to make stuff happen. Going at a cool 60 kilometers per second. This should say I'll request satisfied just for the first run and then we'll be fine. I wonder if either of these have gone back for fuel yet. My guess is no. What is it? It's less than 25. Yeah, so neither of them have needed to go back to get more fuel yet. Ooh, and look at that. It's almost entirely full. So we probably could just start with a little bit of steel smelting here because we're getting such an excess of iron that we should just convert some of it into steel. Let me just see if I can do some kind of jank little thing going on here. Do I have these? No, I don't. But do I have these? I do. Right, and so if this ended up being something like, I mean, it could go just about anywhere. Well, let's just get funky with it and say we do it here. What if we did this? Well, that's not ideal by any means, but at least then we could, I don't know. Let's just see how this might look here for a second. We have the iron come in. We want a beacon, which gets them all. They would have... it sucks that you can't see rates until... I think we'd want stacks. Right? And then... I mean, pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward thing going on here. Let's put it into business. Why don't you make legendary beacons? Oh, good call. Let's actually make legendary beacons right now. Yeah, that's part of this. That's part of this one because they take the cable. So we need... We're probably gonna want, like, maybe extra. That could work if we just had... We'd have to have copper up here, and then we could have iron here. Or even iron in the center. Like this could work. It's not pretty, but I think that'll be fine. If we want iron to... No, I don't know. Maybe we want iron to continue, so at least having the center belt here of that would be nice. And this will be iron. This will be copper. And we should be able to beaconize this nicely right there. Do we have any of these? No. Do we have any of these? No. Okay, we'll just use regular ones. Cool. And yeah, so that's going to give us quite a few of the gears. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, it uses 2. Okay, so then we can just get that coming in here. It's fine with me. Cool. Also, I think I'm going to no promises yet. Well, maybe surprise. Tuesday will be a special day. We might do a special live stream. And if you know why, well, that's cool. If you can guess why, I'll give you some jars. Okay, so this is gonna be tough to pull off. Unless I do it here, which should be okay. I think it might need to be one more. Yeah, so that this can be there. And that doesn't quite work, but this will be one of these little S snakies. Cool. That should come on down. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so now we'll have a gear. I don't know why I put gears on there, but just a thing I do. Yeah, because we're going to need... I want to just leave a space now. Maybe we don't even need to leave a space just yet, but then we can leave a space here. And if we look here and go, so we want medium electric poles and big electric poles. We want steel. We're going to need steel coming in. Well, this could just be there, and then this could be aligned with everything else. Anyways, things that don't matter in your life, but you like to do them anyways, right? Because then this could be legendary iron sticks. Back in my day, the teacher would hit you with the legendary iron stick if you gave him trouble. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Oh yeah, this is no problem. No problem at all. How's DGen doing? Good, good, good. Looks like we're getting a little bit of calcite. I have to request it down also. That's a thing. Legendary mats. Calcite. Legendary. 1000. Cool. Next time it comes around, we'll have some legendary calcite. Childhood memories, yeah. Right. So yeah, if we just do that, then we should be able to bring that in, and build those, and build these. There we go. As long as we get some steel up in here, which be kind of awkward, even more awkward. Where there's a will, there's a way. Probably would have been better to get iron from here. Yeah, maybe let's take a look at what that would look like. And that way steel can be right where it wants to be. Yeah, steel can be right where it wants to be, which is nice. Copper can go back to where it was. Iron can come out here. We could just bring it over here and kind of do the same snake thing we had going on before, except just on top now. There we go. And maybe we could just leave that there for now, and then bring this one right up to there. We could probably actually just bring this to there, and then that way we've got steel, and then we have iron going into there, and we could just speed module that. I mean, we could, yeah, we could do that. Isn't legendary. There we go. That's pretty great. Oh yeah, thanks. I was like, what do you mean it isn't legendary? Yeah, the things aren't legendary. So they're not building. Oh, obviously. And then we also need this there. Cool. And then so that should give us what we need. There we go. And then we'll have 250 of each of those, which is probably way more than enough. I don't think we'll ever really use, like, we probably will use these, that's the big electric poles at some point, but not really much else. See how big their range is? Like, that's pretty epic for a big electric pole. Like, that's goes from that to that. It's so cool. We're gonna get these too, the big substations. That's gonna be like the standard going forward. Yeah, it's epic. I mean, look at these. Look at these small electric poles, the wooden ones. Like they get just about as the same size as a substation. It's pretty incredible. Yes, we still got 5 mil. We don't want to leave here until we hook up this tungsten, which arguably should be trains. We maybe should make a train system on our Vulcanus here at some point, but I don't know. Let's see how is our Will report range get bigger? No, it doesn't, but it does get better at charging stuff. What happened here? Oh, this got full. Interesting. So this is one that doesn't really work that great because of the sheer amount of ingredients, I guess, because there's 4 ingredients. But I think what we can do is, I think, move this to here and then put this chest here and then copy this one here and say blacklist commons, and then take this and put it vertically here, and then take these, put that there, and then this can go down there. We'll see how this goes. That should at least give it a little bit of sorting space. And maybe that's just enough. Well, it does have the purple. It's looking for purple blues, but there aren't any. Yeah, that's kind of tough. Maybe we could just get rid of some of these And this is just requesting these in, which is like... Maybe these should be smaller amounts? Well, that should only be 8. Huh. Should only be 8 stacks, right? Like, why do we have 3 stacks of greens? Are we just not building these fast enough? Okay, so now we've got blues. What I really need is a legendary buffer chest right here. Am I right? That's something I didn't put on there. Like, legendary chests, they need to be a thing as well. Okay, so we got 100 there. We got 176. We are out of steel, so that's a thing. Oh yeah, and the whole reason we came over here was to build... Why don't you use them to make more recyclers and then recycle them, try to get legendary stuff? Yeah, that's what the system there is doing. It's just that it's full right now with all of this stuff. It's getting too full. Because, like, how much are each of these? 40 gears. So, I mean, it's not... And why did it reset? It's doing something funky here, I think. Well, it is finishing some. I feel like it didn't quite finish that. Yeah, like this is automatically setting to any recipe where there's enough, like, sufficient items in here. So right now it's trying to do a blue one, but then it just quit, which is weird because it shouldn't. Oh, it only did because a purple recipe came along. But will it get the required perps that it needs? I don't see any blue. I don't see any purple blue circuits. So why did it even give me a purple recipe? That's really weird. Yeah, that could make sense. That's actually a really good idea. I'm wondering if I can just give myself an F signal on here, just to reset this and see, like, why did it... Maybe it's because the perps were being taken out of this chest. Which maybe it shouldn't be, maybe it should be a steel chest instead. That could be part of it, actually. Interesting. Because it's requesting them in here. And now it's got perps, apparently. But again, I don't see any purple. Like, where did it get that recipe from? Seems like something really weird's going on here. Okay, so this looks right. But it just reset, didn't it? Right? Like, it's giving me only when these complete, which it is. Okay, so it is completing. And now it's draining because there isn't enough to continue. And it's saying, okay, there's enough for a purple one. And it's building the purple one. And it did complete the purple one. And now it's just dumping the excess purple ingredients that were pushed into there and gonna do a blue one. Okay, okay. So I think it's actually working just fine now that I've put that steel chest there. But interestingly, I didn't tell it to put any... Oh, these got put there for some reason. Maybe this could be a legendary recycler, just so that it's faster. That should also be a thing. One more little look here to see if this is going to finish. Yeah, it did finish. Cool. Well, I think overall, I still don't know why all of this concrete, like it shouldn't be, it should only be requesting 60 concrete in there. Right, and this isn't requesting any excess now. So maybe if I just take out some more here. Like, there's actually quite a bit of legendary stuff in here. Anyways, I think I'm cool with this. I think it's can change the inserter, the number of outputs to 10. Like yeah, that actually probably makes sense in this case. This one coming out can be more. I'm sure that's fine. But yeah, I think the 10 makes sense based on the recipe. Except for processors, but whatever. I think overall this is now improved. Yeah. Cool. I'm cool with that. All right. So we should also have some legendary calcite here. The thing we were trying to do the whole time was make legendary of these, which requires some red and greens, which I think I'll take from the top, as awkward as that might be. And maybe we can just get this out of the way. What's up with this? Okay. And then this will come in maybe here. And we'll make this a red and greens line. Cool. Okay, reds. Come from down here, I suppose. Yeah, in fact, we can have that go just like that. There we go. Now we got unlimited, fat belt of reds and greens. This is going to go here. So we'll have wires, reds and greens, and then steel. Which can just go just like that. Great. And then this, just switch this to legendary beacons. And away we go. Nice. So let's doing it. Let's doing it. And why don't we legendarize our beacons? Legendary beacons. That's pretty cool. So that actually makes quite a big difference. Oh yeah, Carrie, if you're talking about Roboport range, so just looking at it, what it does with legendary is it increases the recharge speed at higher qualities and also increases, of course, the max consumption. So it just allows your robots to charge faster. So I wasn't really angry. I was just taking a sip of tea, and sometimes my face falls apart when I'm taking a sip of tea. Yeah, which also goes hand in hand with the legendary robots. Like, I don't know about the numbers, but the energy capacity is 6 times. So with a legendary robot, but then it also has like huge, like 6 times minimum operational time. I don't know what minimum operational time is supposed to mean. But I think that basically means like the minimum that it could continuously operate if it was doing a job. Like maybe there's certain jobs that take more energy. I don't know. Like maybe repairing takes more energy than just flying somewhere. But either way, the time it take you to no, like that's got to be like the minimum operational time is like the minimum time that it can be flying, I guess. And then the maximum flying reach also goes like way up, like 5 times as far. So like I'd really like to get my base transitioned over to the nice. So that's going to use a lot, but once this gets set up, yeah, once this gets set up with 100 in there, is 100 enough? I think 100's enough. Then it won't be an issue. Great, so is that everything? Oh yeah, we wanted beacons because we wanted to... Weren't we designing a little... I think I deleted it. But yeah, let's do something like right over here. And... right? I think this might just go over 1 and be nice and centered. And then, yeah, that's where we want it from up to down. So we probably want this to be something like this. So the iron plates come in, and then they get stacked out. Right? So then I can just bring in some iron. You can just go straight there. That's going to make another 6 per second, which is not bad. And we can... I'm sure we can... I think I want this to go up and in. And then we can just do that, followed by that. Leg speed modules. Right, and then output priority to the left. I mean, there is no outputting to the right. Oh, here we go. That's also why. Cool, so that's gonna help. Are we still getting iron plates in? Yeah, like look at how much this is. And if anything, we might want to just increase the amount that we're storing. Do we have calcite? Yes, we do. We have 1,000 legendary calcite now, so that's great. I'm guessing that would have just gotten put into here. I'm kind of rethinking this whole setup. Like, I kind of think that bots should be able to just... legendary speed modules in beacons. Yes, but I don't have legendary speed modules yet. Like I have some on Fulgora, but not many. I have regular module production here. So I have lots of, yeah, they are a tad bit hard to make. I don't even have a single one actually. I've got some like purples, some epics, but because they take this tungsten carbide, we're gonna need to get the legendary holmium and the legendary tungsten at some point, but it's not gonna be easy. Like those are the hard things to make. Right now we're actually just working on the easy things. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Great, and then this is easily expandable, and we might even be able to just like squeeze another couple beacons in there. Legendary assembly machines now. Yes, that's a good call. How is... Okay, so this is our coal machine. Should probably just name these to have that on there so that I remember. I mean, it doesn't need to be with the little legendary thing because we know based on the I mean, we could use... Nah, this keeps them sorted nicely. Okay, and so this is going to be calcite. And then this one, sorry, legendary Mr. Man, we're gonna, you're gonna, I think we're just gonna replace the words with the legendary power pole. We'll know what's up. We'll know what's up. And then this is our iron plates. Great. Yeah, Mr. Man's legendary wooden power pole. Excellent. Okay. And this one's crushing it. Literally crushing all of... Yeah, it's great. And so we should now... We have lots and lots of space, and we can always expand this, but we should just increase this to maybe 12,000. We might run out of it if we're smelting it into... Yeah, and that's why I want to get another iron one and maybe just smelt this legendary steel on the spaceship before even sending it down, which might just help with the throughput all over. But yes, so I do want to get the legendary machines up, the legendary assemblers. I don't think this is going to be specifically where we do it, but maybe, because we need regular ones, then we need some machine 2s, and then we need the speed modules with the assembly machine 3s. And I kind of think of just making... I mean, this probably could become something like this. I mean, we could have this here and this here. And then, like, I don't know. I don't like that too much. But maybe we could do something just off of this. Which could be the legendary modules. Because they're legendary speed module 1s, right? Wonder if this has plus 50% speed. Wow. So a legendary level 1 is the same as... Oh, okay. A legendary level 2 beats an uncommon level 3. Wow, okay. That's actually really good to know, because then our best bet right now is legendary level 2s, which are easy to make. So, and that's similar to the rest of these, I guess. Productivity with the legendary level 2, its productivity is plus 15%, which is just one below the rare. So that's actually still better than the uncommon level 3s. So maybe we should be producing, instead of using like these that have productivity plus 13%, we should be using legendary these, which have plus 15% productivity. Wow, that's a pretty sobering realization right now. But anyways, the whole thing we want right now, something like this. Like this could be good. And then maybe move this just up one. We're just gonna need this to go onto a belt. And then something like this. So I mean, this could go as far as that, which actually makes a little bit more sense. I don't know, 3 just seems to make sense here. I'm not really doing any math at all whatsoever on it. So this, don't forget the legendary. Right? So then, this is gonna need gears. This is gonna need gears, steel, and, ooh, maybe this should be over here. Well, maybe this whole thing should be over here, except for the fact that there's no red circuits for these. I think so. Still think so, because we have everything else that we need, including gears. So if we just did something like this, don't forget the legendary. Forgets the legendary. Am I right? So if we get that, and then we go straight into... Didn't forget the legendary. Nice. And then we can go... And we could probably like super jack up the module machine. So we'll see. We'll take a look at that in one moment. But if this one is then the legendary assembler 3s, then we're gonna have, we also don't have iron here. Dang it. I think that makes a case to say like all we really need is down over here. Everything we need is right here. In fact, we could probably make this one, I don't know what I was fussing about, make this one, and then this one, and then this one, and just boom diggity, right? And then this has gears. It's got circuits right nearby, and the iron can be nearby. Not with the most amount of ease, but certainly possible. Right? She ain't pretty, but she's working. And then just give me, I don't know, 2 of those even. Probably just need 1. And then we have that one going in there, and then this can continue. Okay, and then that's going to be greens. We need steel coming up here. Oops, that's the wrong one actually. Can go there. Then we got steel. Okay, then we just need the circuits. There we go. Okay. And then now we just need these glorious, super annoying. How many of these can we make? The glorious super annoyings. I mean, we can get another one of these. Yeah, and expensives. They're definitely somewhat expensive. But 0.45 per second, we're looking for 45 per second. But that's also trying to make 11. So if we have 10, this is 100th, so that's 1 every 10 seconds. We have? I don't have. But like maybe we could just jack them up. So again, it is jacking up the other ones, but maybe I should make those legendary. At some point I'm gonna have to like recycle everything. One thing I was even thinking about is like, how do I get logistics bots out of the network? Like, I think I can make a request here for normal robots and then trash those robots into the recycling bin. As they come in. Yeah, that's cool. And then it'll basically automatically continue its way up. Okay, so maybe if we just put this here and kind of live with the 0.5 per second, because this needs 4, so 0.5 per second means 1 every 2 seconds, which is something I think I'm happy with. Yeah, that one legendary is keeping up. I don't know, I mean, we probably could fairly easily have this going on. And what the heck, let's just do this. So the next thing is going to be, okay, hold on. Before I start talking, there we go. Okay, so now we have put the legendary ones into the modules. Oh yeah, like just grab those. I mean, now that we're there, we've made it. We have made it to legendaries. Super cool. And we can just boom, boom. That actually makes a huge difference, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that's like almost 3 times. 2.5 times the speed. Look at him just go. Like, this is just absolutely redonk. Yeah, that's so much faster. So now we're getting... I was just producing steel. I think I was clicking on the wrong thing. So 3 per second. So 3... Let's just do some math just for fun. 2.725 divided by 45.3 means 0.06. So 0.06 times 11.3 means we're getting 1 every 1.33 seconds. Yeah, actually, Kaku-san, welcome, by the way. Could probably make these using electromagnetic plants. That's a good point. Like, we could do this for the additional Yeah, you are definitely absolutely right. Let's give that a shot. Let's see if that's gonna fit. I think it's gonna fit. Right? Like this can fit here. It can also fit there. And we can speed juice those up even more. So it's actually just about the same. But the thing is that now it's going to be using a lot less legendary materials to do the exact same thing. Great commentary, Kaku-san. Thank you. How could I have forgotten? Right? Because yeah, that's going to just take a lot less of the legendary materials, which we want. We want legendary materials. Looks like this is doing its job here. Now we have full lines there. Seems like this might just need a little bit of a balance here. There we go. It just left, but there's still tons in there. I don't know how much it's making from going all the way there and back. Cool, yeah. That's awesome, Kaku. Yeah, and we're almost done here and getting to the star of the show. It is a halfway through point right now. So don't forget, smash that like button if you haven't. And, well, I know you're all subscribers, right? I mean, of course you are. But yeah, and we're coming up on 1,000, which is a huge milestone. It's super, super exciting to me. Like, I never thought in a million years. Well, I thought it was possible, but like, I don't know. So it's really cool to see just how much love everybody's been, mostly for the jar train system. Like if you're not familiar with the jar train system, that's what kicked off this channel. And they are the train system's great. So yeah, it's the LTN system. It's really cool. It just, I don't know, works. It automatically. I probably plug this like every time. I hope I plug this every time because it's cool. Like, yeah, you got your trains just set up in a depot. They park. They make sure they're refueled. That's one thing I really like is the fact that they don't. Not only do they not have to go back to the station, they don't have to go back to the depot to. Yeah, without having to go back to the depot to actually get a new job, but also when they go back to the station, they refuel. So that was like a real big bonus or a real draw towards me designing the system the way that I did. And yeah, now it's self-balancing the size based on the size of the patches and everything. It's just, yeah, there's going to be another full video on it, just going through the entire system. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Anyways, let's go back here and check. We've got that now. We need, we've got this. Oh, wait, we didn't get that just yet, but we should probably do that one right away. We got beacons. We need roboports and accumulators, but we also need the little inserter factory. Let's take a look at substations. I think that should be on the same. I don't even have regulars anymore. Puff, regulars. Yeah, thanks Kaku for saying well deserved. That's nice. Very nice of you. I do already have long-handed inserters, and that's from here. So this is again, another thing I've created. Also shout out to Legendary Fish. If you haven't checked out Legendary Fish's channel, he's got some pretty cool stuff, but he kind of came up with this recycling design, and I found that on YouTube. I found Stupid Fat Hobbit's video on recycling and made my own design here. And yeah, basically you just plop this down. The most useful thing that you can build with this and is the long-handed inserters. So you just select that and you say, you usually don't want any, but like you might start with like saying, give me 50 rares, and then later on you can just change these numbers because they're in this constant combinator. And that's one of the great things about this. And then you just hit go and you can always change these amounts for how many you kind of want to store in the boxes. I'm going to delete it because I actually don't want them to start delivering stuff. But you have to make sure you have just the inserters in this case. Everything else, like you got to make sure you have iron gears and then plates and everything. And then yeah, you put in your quality modules, and then it will automatically upcycle, and it will recycle anything that is not desired in these boxes. So it's counting how many you have. In this case, the purples are in here, and you can see this inserter is off, so it won't pick up any inserters. And then now it's set a filter on here, so if purple inserter shows up, it will actually just recycle that purple inserter because you don't want any more than that. You've already got 200 and my requested amount is 200. And yeah, so it's a really cool system. Like I also use this on Novice for the spaceship parts to get started, and I'm probably going to pull this out pretty soon. Well, I know I'm going to pull this out pretty soon because it's wasting resources here on Novice that I don't need to be using. But same thing here, I've got legendary gun turrets, legendary jars, 69 of them, nice, and you know, small electric legendary power poles, because who doesn't want a small electric legendary wooden power pole, am I right? But yeah, so just by using the gambling machine, like it takes a lot of resources, but if you have the resources, it's great. Alright, so sorry about that. I just had to send a little Discord message to my friend who happens to also be playing Factorio. So shout out to you Factorio nerds, just like me. I don't know, nerd is a cool word to me. So, you know, if you're a nerd, you're cool. If you're not a nerd, well, you might be cool still, but chances are a little bit lower, I guess. Okay, anyways, what was I going to do here? Was going to be the substations. I'm cool then. Heckin' yeah, you are. In my world, you are definitely cool, pair. And yeah, nerds rule the world, man. Like, people don't realize it, but, you know, the back of every computer system these days is a nerd who doesn't go outside enough. So is this the one with the wires? It is. Now, the only issue here... Oh, that actually does reach to... Wow, I thought that wasn't going to reach... So perfect, we've got the wires, we've got the red circuits, and we've even got the steel right here. So this was just begging to be created, wasn't it? Then we can just take this, change the filter to substations, and away we go. Then we're gonna, we probably want 250 substations. I think that's one that's worthy of the 250. What is it waiting for? It's waiting for steel. So we could probably just do that. I mean, it is going like unbelievably way too legendary fast. It's trying to make 28 per second. So, but we'll just leave those 3 legendary hands just freaking going. Like, look at how fast it's like building like instantly. I mean, it is a half-second craft time, so yeah, it's actually having trouble. We need to get inserters up. That's the next thing. So, where should we do inserters? Well, I guess right here. Use electromagnetic plant. Oh, yes. Especially for this. Like, I didn't use it for these, but I probably should have also. I always forget. Man, I don't know what I'd do without you guys. I'm at least doing solar panels in electromagnetic plant. So I did something right. And my circuits. I'm not doing copper cables in there, which I probably could. That's an interesting point there, you say, Mr. Jar. But I think we'll back off on that for just one moment. So will this fit? Also beacons. Oh wait, beacons can be made in here? Of course they can. Oh geez, this is a bit of a fumble. I fumbled, you guys. I fumbled. We want that extra productivity. I think I should be able to just stamp it down there. And then the steel, I can just do that. Right? I'm sure it's a little bit squished, but and then the speed on that, right? Sure. But we just definitely want that productivity. Like that's 100%. Cool. Thank you guys. Thank you as always, keeping it real. We're going to use it for accumulators. That's going to be a little bit later. I've got so many accumulators on Fulgora. I did the same thing with the gambling machine, which by the way, I did use electromagnetic plant. Yeah, just enough space for it. 250 in here. So like, I don't know how often I'm going to be using them, but it is nice for the next generation of hauling ship, which will come along at some point. It's going to be a little bit bigger and it's going to be using legendary everything. Just needs to be a little bit bigger, I think, for space. And also using the second recipe, the new thruster fuel recipe. That would be the only thing I'd really change from this hauler. Maybe just slightly longer. All legendary cargo bays. And then maybe 4 more legendary cargo bays. And then, yeah, anyways. So, that's probably the biggest use case for the legendary accumulators. And I'm like already thinking like 250, that's probably more than I'm ever going to need at all. So, yeah, anyways. So what were we doing here? Oh yeah, we were going to build this. Legendary substations. Probably going to be using mostly legendary substations, but should I switch this over? Probably should just try to squeeze these in. Anyways, we'll get there in just one second because we just need to do this here as well. There we go. And yeah, again, this is crazy fast. Totally cool with that. So I think if anything, like just the big electric pole could be good, which does kind of put a bit of a complication in this, but like not too bad, because we can do this and then we can do that same thing except over on that side. Factorio is a nerd game? Who would have thunk? Right? There we go. Actually, I think this mostly works just as is. I just gotta take this out, go there. Yeah, that actually works as is, so that's totally fine. Uh-oh, careful. Pew, 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 pew. That's right, that's right. Hello, Melly. Welcome back. I also would like to have some nerd glasses at some point. That would be pretty awesome. And like, I got scared real bad. I fell out of my chair. Yeah, that's yeah. Poor Pear. He's like having a heart attack. He's like, wait, everybody, what's going on? Quick, get the gun. And what is this? This should be 250 as well. Yeah, what the heck? Well, let's soothe the soul with a little bit of bacon then. There we go. There we go. So I think we're good here. Okay, let's check our design here. The RoboPorts. So they need gears in fairly high quantities. We could probably make its own gears. I think we could still do this. Unfortunately, RoboPorts, you'd think RoboPorts would be an electromagnetic plant thing, but not really. To say jars. To see how many jars you have. Legendary. Yes. Legendary chest should also be a thing. And I should just put that right on. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the inserters separately. And then we'll do a chest thing separately. Oh, did my brain just go off? I didn't even... We should also have legendary steel chests just because. And don't forget commands. It's how you see what commands you got. Some of them are actions, some of them are clothes. Actually, a lot of them are clothes. And you can kind of mix and match, so I don't know, it's kind of fun. More and more will be continuing to come along as we continue to expand and grow. You're gonna have to find a different way to display the commands. But yeah. Anyways. Okay, so chests. RoboPort. I think I could squeeze a RoboPort build in here. I mean, the gears are probably fine if we just continue to use the same gears. And then steel. I think these are supposed to be one over. There we go. Nice. There you go, guys. That's teamwork. Makes the dream work. Am I right? Quick question, Mr. Jar. Is your legendary iron source also obtained just from asteroid upcycling? Are you crafting legendary intermediates and breaking it down? Just doing the asteroid upcycling. It's definitely the best way to do it. Like, yeah. And I love how it just keeps everything in one tightly knit space. It looks like we're continuing to gather rather than consume. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, I think it's the absolute best way. Like, we're still doing the coal thing, and we're still, looks like, stockpiling on coal, even though we've got this whole setup going on. And then now we just started the calcite journey as well. And so that's pretty much going to give us most of the stuff that we can do from this type of setup. Yeah, it looks like we're stuck on steel, which, how do I have steel set up here again? I think it should be priority input to the left. Doesn't need a priority output. Yeah, there we go. Now we might actually get caught up on steel. We're gonna have too much steel. 11,000. And so how are we doing here? This is gonna come in, and this should just start dropping a whole bunch. I'm gonna put a quick circuit condition on it and swap all these out and add some more, just for the fun of it. Because this thing's getting full and I want a huge stockpile of it. You have 2,300 jars, and if you do a command right now, like another hat, it'll just be queued up. Yeah, because right now we're low on that iron. We need to be dropping, I think, more. Let's get our chests up. Okay, so yeah, this is what we're trying to do here. I don't know, might be good just to have that just for the throughput. This has got to be legendary, otherwise it's not going to work. Right, so even still, it's the reds. I mean, it wants to build one every 5 seconds. Well, here it's 3.3 per second, so with the crazy amount of speed. Ooh, it's not even doing gears because we're so low on the iron. Cool, exactly 20. That's excellent. There we go. Perfect. And that's just going to give us like way crazy amounts of storage. And then for here, where is my drop zone? Here we go. I think we could also do something ridiculous here. Sure. Probably move that, but we can't move this pole, so but yeah, let's see if we should maybe double this to 24,000. There we go. And like, how much do we have in here? I don't know. Multiple thousands. We could do something like this just to check. 52,000. Cool. Cool. Oh, too tired. Gotta sleep. Have a good stream. Once all of this done, I want to see a nuke-only ship. Nuke power and nuke missile turrets. For sure, Axo. Well, yeah, thanks for hanging out, as always. And have yourself a good night. We'll see you in a couple days for sure. Chilling. Don't forget, Tuesday is going to be a special stream. Nobody guessed what it was, but it's going to be the Microtopia release stream. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Might even just do an all-day kind of thing. We'll see. I'm just, throwing it out there. It might happen. But anyways, you have yourself a good night, EXO. Great, so this is getting set up there. And so now, I mean, we probably could do steel chests here as well. I don't see why not. The only thing is, okay, we'd want it to be... There's 5 steel chests. Maybe we can pull this off, but just leave this one out of the picture. Let's see here. All right, because now this is 5. We just had steel chests here. And then each of these just take some circuits. Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward to do this. it doesn't keep it. So waste anyways. Storage chests are definitely going to be useful. Buffer chests. Requester chests, right? And then that way we just put the chests themselves. The chest can replace this because whatever. What is the purpose of the green ones? Oh, I use those all the time. That's the least understood ones for sure. The purpose I find the most useful for those is when I do a kind of dumping chest here. So the buffer chest is able to request in the plastic bars, but then, I mean, in this case, it could actually be a requester chest because it's just dumping. But it's kind of like, let's see, like, how can I explain it? You have your storage chest in the middle. You have your active provider, and then a light. No. You have your active provider being like the most provider, I guess. It pushes it out. Maybe this one would even go here. But then you have a buffer chest, and then you have a requester chest. So this is how I think of it. Debatable where this one's passive, right? Everybody knows that. The active, that's easy. Storage, yeah, you can set a logistics filter or not. But these two are special. And the requester chest has this little checkbox that says request from buffer chest. And that's really useful. And so what that does, it allows you to request into the buffer chest and also take stuff out of it. And by natural, like it says here, request specific items to be... It's kind of like a passive provider chest, but it's also a chest that you can request into. So request specific items to be available for personal logistics and automated construction. So like there's a couple use cases for this one. You can then, if you store, what I like to do is I have these little recycler setups here where like I call it a recycler, but what it's doing here is it's saying if there's less than 2,000 iron plates, then put them into the buffer chest. And the buffer chest is also, yeah, the buffer chest is also requesting like 9,600 iron. So it's basically saying, if there's less than 2,000 iron, put iron into this chest from the belt so that it's available for use in constructions. So that you can request from this chest some iron. But if you have too much iron somewhere else, you trash some iron, with the request, it'll come into this chest. Then when it's over, in this case 2,100, it'll start dumping it onto the belt, and then that will have priority. So that's what I love about this. It's the biggest use case for me is, again, like you're making some of the item available to the logistics network, but you're also having a spot where if you have too much in the logistics network, it'll go here and get put back on the belt. But it's also useful for, it is kind of situational. But if you also like wanted to put one down like by your wall and like put a request for like repair packs in here, then the repair packs, this is like by name what it's supposed to do. It's a buffer, right? So it's like, okay, we're storing repair packs. You can store them in, but yeah, and ammo. So you have this, and then you like say, okay, slap some 1,000 ammo in there. Then you could easily refresh your lines with that. So it like allows the construction bots to use from that chest. But I also use it for the most part. I also use it. I didn't even switch this one over for the most part. But let's say I've got belts here. So yellow belts, right? This is a good example. So now if I just say yellow belts 4800 is the request. Right, that's a good point, Rajat. So if it has some items, the bot won't go all the way back to the base, right? But this is also another use case for it. For example, like I like to put buffer chests on the output of anything I'm building usually. And this is a good example when you have a system like this where you're building yellows, you're storing a bit, and then you're consuming them for reds. So you can have a buffer chest here, and then I limit the amount by the inserter, and they'll always make sure there's some amount in there. But then you can request from this, so you can build yellow belts anywhere, and the bots will be able to build from it. But then it'll also request yellow belts in, so if you pick up yellow belts, they'll get put in here so that you don't build more when you can just put them back in here, you know? So like and then of course you can take from there and build reds out of them. But like that's a big use case. I use them a lot. Is like, let's just say, be surprised if this, yeah, these aren't as well, but they easily could be, instead of storage chests, they could be buffer chests. And why? Well, because then if I pick up, this is maybe not a good example because you're never going to pick up solar panels really, but I don't know, I did that here. So it's like I'm requesting rockets in, but I'm also putting at least 4,000 in. So I'm leaving space for more rockets to get requested in. So it's kind of like a recycling program, if that makes sense. And that's why I use buffer chests actually quite often. Even here, like this is a prime example actually. Something like rails. Like I'm requesting the rail ramp in here. So if I had a rail ramp over here that I didn't want anymore, and I was like picking it up. So if I build this, he'll come over and he'll build it. Boom. Okay. And then we built another one to replace it, right? Actually built 3 because whatever, it's fast. But then if I delete this, then he's going to go put it back in here. And you might say, well, that's the way that a storage thing works, right? Like if you just put this on here and you're like, yeah, that is actually how a storage container works. But the difference being specifically for it's like, I don't know, it's more explicit. It's more like requested into here, you know? And that's only useful for some things like let's say you had, I don't know, back to the belts example. Let's say you had this whole belt thing was like absolutely full on yellow belts. Then you would get yellow belts going and stashing themselves in your storage. In fact, it looks like that might be happening with my fast red belts. So then, and that's because, look, I didn't end up upgrading these to the buffer chest. This should be a buffer chest. Yeah, exactly. It tries to maintain it and share it at the same time. Now I'm not using any more of these, so this will never really, yeah, this part's not useful anymore because I'm bringing in turbo belts from VULCANUS, right? But similar concept here, like, I don't know. This is also a good maybe use case for it, is this box right here, which is just building a small amount of yellows, and I might pick up some yellow inserters from upgrades in the base, and therefore those will get put here, they'll get turned into blues, and then they'll get turned into these. So I don't know, I hope that makes sense. I just went on a huge rant about blue chests, but something I'm passionate about. I love using them, and I know a lot of people don't really understand them fully. But like here, exactly that. I'm requesting them in. So if I happen to like pick up some, if I happen to pick up some, they'll get trashed right away. And where are they going to put them? They're going to put them right back in that box. Then they're going to go right back on the belt. And yeah, exactly that. Like it would work exactly the same if I used a logistics storage box, except that if this got full and then we ended up storing in another box, it would never get taken out and put back. So anyways, we have way too much copper. Usual story. Let's see if we can make some progress here on the chests. That was a whole friggin' lot of talking. How do we get this down there? We just move this out of the way. There we go. Cool, so then this can go in, and in. So if a buffer chest gets full, it goes to the unfiltered storage chests. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, so if a buffer chest gets full, the excess will go to storage chests. But the beauty of the buffer chest is that after the buffer chest gets, like, it's not full anymore, then the buffer chest will continue to grab, like, request from the storage. Just like a requester chest. I don't know why I just did that. Need to make room for that longy. I wonder if I can put productivity in there. Yeah, exactly. To me, it's I really like it for that exact fact. It's more explicit, and it makes sure that I don't have, like, sometimes I'll just look at my storage and I'll be like, okay, what do I have in here that shouldn't be in here? In this case, it's mostly all that purple stuff that I kind of picked up from places, but it looks like I have a couple pipes. And, well, what do you know? Because these are passive provider chests, which they could have been storage chests to start with. But if I just change these, boom, boom, then I can say 2400. In this case, it's 4800 of the regular pipes. And then there you go. So now there's 3 on the way and 1 on the way. So that's how I manage that. That's a great example of it. And that's why I've also done this here, because I'm requesting any excess iron plate into these buffer chests, and I'm leaving a space here. That's why I have this thing limited to say if everything's less than 4K. So at 4K, the inserter stops. But if there's any excess, it'll just get put, you know. So I think you get it. I've probably repeated the same thing 4 times, or maybe even 8 times. I don't know. We'll see. But in this case, like, I just ended up using storage chests, right? So it's not like it's a super important thing. Like for the pipes and for the plates, I think it's really important. But for here, it's probably useful for like steel chests, because you're gonna pick up steel chests, right? So, well, arguably, because this thing will probably never fill up. It'll only have a few spots, so it's never gonna really fill up. So I don't really care to, like, yeah. Anyways, did I change this filter? I did not. I really should just blueprint this right now and then parameterize this. Makes life just a little bit better. And then I could just, I don't know. I could probably just put it in here for now. And just pick up that book. There we go. And then this would be purple chests. This will be red chests. Yes, yeah, you can. You can drag the item to set the filter. Pretty handy. So many little things about Factorio, there's just, you can never stop learning. Oh, I should actually make sure I change these filters. Did I change them on all these? I did, yes. Okay, I've been paying attention ever so slightly. Cool. Okay, so we got chests. We got all of the chests we could possibly want. They'll slowly kind of work their way towards being finished, but I'm not worried about it. Oh, wow. So maybe it's time to upgrade this. Just double it. Can't go wrong. Cool. Yeah, so that did fix it. Yeah, I did set this as a parameter. Now it just goes in there. And this one's already using everything, so. Yeah, this one going straight into there makes the world a little bit better. That gives us a little bit of copper. And then with the crazy amount of iron we got going on here, I mean, we can't do anything about this. This is, we could probably double this. I mean, we got unlimited space here, so why not? This is 4, and I think we want, why is this? I think if we just copy and paste this from here. Yeah, that's kind of weird that it's like one off. But maybe this is what we need. No, it's, oh, because this one's one off. Anyways. Are the furnaces legendary? Ooh, they're not. Let's get ourselves some legendary furnaces. Oh, we can't. We can't just yet. Because we're not doing anything with stone. I mean, we should probably be doing that right away. Because that's what the whole episode was about. So this. These are all done. So instead of doing inserters, let's get some legendary stone going on. Yeah. Because that's what we're all here for, am I right? And I've just been teasing it the whole time. I think we could do something. I still don't really think I wanted, like, it's not sustainable to continue doing this, and we can definitely use bots. So bots have an unlimited throughput as long as you have enough bots. So let's get some stone over there. I think, how are we gonna do this? Because we need access to the lava pits. So what we want to do is, that's kind of cool. We can just like pour some legendary stuff. Okay, so the stone, this is taking, yeah, the copper is taking 1 calcite and making 15 stone. And that's what we actually want. And then we can just turn it all into copper and dump it into the ocean, right? I guess this is kind of interesting because we need the lava a little bit further out. We do have a pipe here that's pretty close. It only goes up to, actually it does. Interesting, like how would that calculate? I don't know. These should be legendarized. Just because. And then what is there, pump on here on this line? I don't think so actually. But anyways, so that's good. So here we just need, we need some, this has got to be legendary molten copper. And this is going to be, well, it doesn't matter, regular, right? Regular copper. And just to kind of get some ratios, like how exactly we're going to do this. So it's going to make 5 stone per second. What if we want like, put that over there for now. What if we want, I still think we're probably going to have the lava in the middle. And that should give us some room for the stone to kind of come in and out. Oops. And then that's kind of a module, but we could module the modules. And then it's like, okay, how much? I guess we could do that too, which is pretty cool. Because then we're making even more use of that, which we definitely want to make more use of the calcite, because we're not getting very much of it, are we? I mean, we still have 1,000, but it doesn't really make very much to calcite. Like, what's going on with all the oxide? Why does it not seem like we're getting very much? Maybe we are in the wrong part of the space map. Carbonic, medium metallic, carbonic chunk, metal, medium oxide. So pretty low chance of medium oxides. Yeah, once again, pretty low chance of the medium oxides. But do we need oxides to... I mean, what if we put... What if we did something like... Like anything rare? I don't know. I'm saying if anything, if there's anything that has like better than this quality, then put it there. But anything that doesn't, that is common, then put it there. Because then it'll go back on the belt for the next guys to keep going, right? Like, would that even make sense? Would it even matter? Because a lot of this would, I feel like it would make a big difference. Instead of dumping this all and then it's got to go all the way around, it's just like, okay, it's not rare, it's not uncommon or better, then put it back on the belt. I don't know. Kind of don't want to try. Do I have enough inserters? I don't think I'd have enough inserters to put... I have to put one more for all 90 of these, so I'd need 90, which I could get up there, but... I don't know, maybe I could just like... do this on some of them. I don't know, just like randomly spray them out here. Oops. Until I've run out. Will that block us? Not really, I don't think. But that should just somewhat improve our throughput, I think. Oops. Cool, cool, cool. Because yeah, I feel like we're gonna start chomping through this calcite pretty quick. And these ones are productivity plus 16, which are just slightly better. The level 2's at 9. Not really. Uncommons are 13. Oh, why did I... Uncommons. Oh, the legendaries, of course. The legendaries at 15. Or the rares at 16. So these being rares here actually do beat our legendary level 2s. But anyways, back to over here making some... Oh, I guess we gotta make room for the legendary calcite. But that's fine because we can just do requesters on here. Right, and then that way we have the stone going out. And this is a module we could probably do that. But if we want to module it even more, I think we could just move this. That's the easy way out. Okay, and then, ooh, this is not going to be a good spot, I don't think. Well, we could, I'm sure we could go here. It might be a little awkward, but I think we can go up here. Or we could just straight up go over here. Maybe on this side is better. All right. I think that should be good. I'm gonna have to change my blueprints to be legendary. That's pretty cool. I should do that, I think. Wonder how many are in my entire base. Can I even see that? I'd have to maybe make the interface a little bit smaller. It does help. Oh yeah, okay. So it's definitely in here. 257. So just to straight up upgrade the entire base right now, Roboports would be 257. Which I think I have 250 stashed in there, so not a bad deal. I think I'll leave that for just this moment though. Okay, so then how many, if we do this, that's going to make 3,200, it's going to make 194 stone, which is not bad, but maybe if we did this, could we get it up to 240? Ooh, not quite. But maybe we can do this instead. And maybe this gets us to 247. Cool. So I'm down with that. That's a full stacked belt of legendary stone. It only takes 8 per second. So maybe we're making 8 per second up here. I wonder if I can check that. Can I do like a production here? We're not making 8 per second. Unfortunately, we're not even making 1 per second. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But that's fine. I don't think we're going to need that much stone all in all. But it'll be nice to have that throughput here, I think, if we just make it like that. And then what are we going to do with it, you might say? I don't actually know. I don't know just yet. And maybe I should put it on this side. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it down over here. So let's do that. Yeah, this is going to be good. I think we'll go one down just to give us space. And that way the stone can come out. Stick that up there. And maybe swap these around. Actually, swap them around again. Oh, I didn't even go. Okay, cool. That way, oh yeah, we're not throwing stone out this time, which is interesting. A little bit of change of pace. And how much do these take? 4,000 actually. So we do need 2 of these. I'm guessing we can still fill these in after. And then maybe that should connect if they fill in. Oh, I love that. Just feeling of like, conquered you, lava. You don't scare me anymore. I can even fly over you. Ha ha ha. Cool. Okay, so that does connect now. So that'll give us 6,000 of throughput, which means we can have enough lava by far. And we're not actually throwing out the stone this time, so that's interesting. So how much we're throwing out the copper though, that's the thing we're throwing out. So I think we do one of these. Okay, and then I think it's just one down. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so that connects it all. And then we're going to want how much copper dumping are we going to want? Let's see. We don't want, yeah, we don't want productivity here because, or do we? No, because we want to consume more. We don't want to consume less. So speed modules, I think, is the way to go. And if we take a look here, that's 550. We have a whole 4,000 to get rid of. So what if we double this? and beacon that. 1400 only. Oof. Oy vey. I'm thinking we probably can get away with this. Maybe. That's still only 1500. That's like a third of what we need. That is a lot. That's a lot of dumping. Because that's okay, so that's one belt. So we're gonna need 3 full belts of copper just dumping. So we probably don't really need this much stone. I don't even think we're gonna need, so I think I'm gonna call a mulligan on this and just reduce the size of what we're trying to do here. And then that way it should also actually fit in the middle. Who knows, maybe we can just add more. Well, we'll see. Okay, so we can definitely do this on the outside then. Which is probably the plan all along. Is that going to be enough? No, that's not nearly enough. How come that seemed to have gone down? Did I just do something incorrectly? Just speed module the absolute. Well, I think I had 2 of these. Ooh. 1800. And how much is this? 23. Whew. Running out of speed modules here. Is this going to be enough? Now we need to get the stone out, so we got to consider that. And that's maybe why I was thinking of not putting it here. Because I guess it's easier to put the liquid out somewhere else. 2700. 2300. Okay, so this is probably enough. Not even. Jeez. Sheesh. But we could probably stick more of these roboports in the way. Get out of the way, roboport. For now, anyways. So this... yeah, that's just enough. So I think I do want to actually bring this up here. I feel like it's just going to be easier that way. And then, yeah, roboport, you can just go back. Go back. How are they not available? They're available. Don't lie. We know they're available. Right. So then this is going to be roughly a half belt, just over, of stone. And this is going to be able to consume it all. If we bump this over just a little bit more, once more. Let's have this right there and then get a stash of beacons there. Okay, and then there we go. Crazy moduled up, just absolutely bonkers build going on right here. And that gets us 2400. So that's just over what we need. Now to get it all piped up and good to go. Cool. That should do it. There we go. Okay. Now how much is this trying to churn out? A belt and a half. Which is not terrible. Actually, I want to do it the other way. Ooh, I guess the belt and a half is tricky because, like, how much is one belt? This is just under a belt. These, so one of these should go the other way. One of them should not be, this should not be underground. And then that way this can just come. What's the problem? Ah, the stone, of course. Stone is the problem. These are not connected. There we go. Okay. And then yeah, just bring this back. And then from here, actually we could go here. I'm game with that. Well, let's do this. Let's look a little bit nicer. And then, I mean, we could have probably built that with the grid in mind, but or we just straight up go legendary on it. Heck, and yeah, that's what we're here for. There we go. So now we should be able to dump that and get our legendary stone. Now, do we need legendary stone for anything other than making legendary brick? I don't think so. Alright, alright, alright.
Like and subscribe.
Let's see. Legendary rails for legendary science, Mr. Man. Woo. Yes, but I think I'm going to make legendary science on a space platform. So we'll see about that. But you're right. Here we go. I was trying to find the stone. I couldn't. Yeah, so, I mean, we want legendary stone furnaces just to, like, use as walls instead. I don't know. Yeah, it's really not used for anything except the stone brick. So I think if I were to take this same concept here, flip it, and put it here, slap it down. I mean, we could go in line here just to be posh about it. Okay, this line. There it is. There we go, there we go. Ah, dang it. So actually what I should be doing is getting one of these handy dandy recyclers over here. I don't think we need an actual recycler, but we'll still do that. Could just be a dumper, I'm sure. That way it'll help keep all of this stuff out of the way. Let's see here. Yeah, I think just copy this again because it's got the right ways. Sweet. That's going to take 169 stone. Nice. Which is more than we're building. Wonder if we could scale it back by one. Not really. I mean, one, yeah, we could scale it back by this one, but we'll leave it like that for now. And then I think I just want to put this into a buffer chest for now. Less than 2,000, I think is fine. And then you're going to request, how much are they? They're 100 stacks. So you're going to request 4,800 legendary bricks in there. And that'll be another recycling box, essentially. I doubt it can actually... Yeah, there we go. Cool. So then that allows us to get the legendary... That alone allows us to get the legendary furnaces, which is steel and bricks. Ooh, so this actually works right here. So we've successfully fulfilled our mission for tonight, which is legendary stone. Let's take a look at our legendary calcite machine. Stocks are holding up. I don't think it's going to. I mean, we're not using it for a lot yet. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, let's request that in. Sure. Give me, I don't know, give me 5 stacks. Sure. Always make sure to check requests from buffer chest if you're a buffer chest fanatic like me, and, well, you'll probably forget it 17 times before, well, you forget it again. That's the way she goes. Ah, I have this now as a little blueprint. And what are we looking at? There we go. Okay, and then we just need the steel and we're good to go. Buffer, I barely use her, you know her, great, so then that means these go out, these come in, and now this request goes out. Ooh, chemical plants should also be out. Oops, I can just switch them. Right, so I can just do that and I can switch them. And there we go. Slowly but surely we're converting everything on our tool belt to legendaries. In fact, I'm scared to use the steel chests because of the train situation. People have commented and they're like, you should make a parameterization for the train station so that you can use legendary steel chests with the train station. And I was like, yes, but I don't know. I mean, again, thing is, if you're using steel chests that are legendary, I get it because you have legendary, but you don't really need it. And I didn't want to do that all over again. I don't know. But I guess I have logistics chests here that these should all become legendary now. I might regret this a bit later on a different planet. And these should also be legendary. I mean, how often do I really go to grab for a chest anyways? Wait, that came out wrong. Cool. That's actually most of everything. Use the cheapest, most resource and energy efficient building has certain appeal. Yeah, for sure. Well, I've got no iron anymore. Did I drop all the iron? Whoa, what's going on? Oh, it's because I just sat here instead of actually collecting iron. Derp, 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 derp. That's, yeah, you could say that's a little bit of an issue. Mostly, a me issue. I like to go and, I like to say it's, wasn't a me issue, but no, it's definitely a me issue. Can I just upgrade? Can I just go, no, not copy of this crap. Delete the book. Hopefully that doesn't, okay. Upgrade planner. And this is going to be from any quality, everything. Well, come on. Just give me any item. Oh, interesting. Take an empty module slot. Entity filter. Module settings. What? This gets so... very cool. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for... I was gonna say, you can't even... It's funny. Upgrade my elevated rails to legendary elevated rails. That's right. Oh, yes. Legendary rails. All right, so from here, yeah, I think I guess it's just regular electric furnaces to legendary electric furnaces. And the module slots, cool. So now I can do a lot of steel. Do I need to upgrade these? Not really. Do I want to? Yeah. Look at all that legendary. It looks good. Legendary looks good on you. Right? So now, how is Mr. Man doing? The legendary power pole. You doing anything there, Mr. Man? Legendary power pole? Looks like it. We just drained all of our iron though, which is kind of a sad story, but you know, what can you do? When you mess up, you mess up, and you just gotta keep rolling with it. The next things on the list though, we gotta go about 15 minutes. We got that, we got that, we got that. So the super poles are still in use, and I'll tell you, they're pretty excellent. They're not just they're a part of the design now. So we made the new calcite ship, and yeah, they're a part of the design. In fact, they're a crucial part of the design. We made legendary radars though too, so that's a thing. Wire reach of 42. These have a wire reach of 17.5. Ah, that needs to also be changed. And that should be changed in here. Actually don't want to request small power poles. I do want to get better oil refineries though. Do those take, yeah, they take bricks. So that shouldn't be too hard. Gears, pipes, so there should be a space here for them right beside. Ooh. Like, bam. Sorry, you do not have those buildings anymore. What am I gonna do with them though? I think I'll go there with it. And then give me a legendary oil refinery, please. Do I really need 250 of these? Probably not. I think 100 is more than enough. Oh, because I have the legendary now. Woo! Huge! You're so big inside. I mean, okay, requester. There's literally no reason to be using this, but whatever. Legendary bricks, 100 of them. Give me 200. And make sure you request from buffer chest, please. Okay, so steel and circuits, and then pipes. And the pipes are here. There we go. We now have legendary oil refineries, so we can change this over to legendary. And I don't think I actually have a spot in all of my hotbars for the legendaries, or for any type of oil refinery actually. Cool. So we are like pretty much have everything on our tool belt except the inserters. That one, and then ooh, those two, right? So the centrifuge, arguably not important, but also the actual nuclear inserters. Yeah, I think inserters would be more important than accumulators. Those are kind of the last couple things on the list. And of course you would. You Mr. Man. Doink. But yeah, I think what we could do here. Ooh, bacon. Oops. I think we could get a quick inserter build up probably in the last 10 minutes here. Come on, iron. Oh, it's coming in. It's coming in. Okay. It's nice to see that it is coming in fact. And we're on the way back to VULCANUS, so just make sure we don't ever break this system again, because that was sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. But anyways. These should be stacks. Great, and then we should probably also do that. Sand Logibots. I mean, they're just so useful though, right? Like, I love using them Embrace the spaghetti. Reject convenience. But why? But why, Mr. Man? Why would you do something like that? It's terrible. They're convenient for a reason. Nice. Can these be built in foundries? No, they can't. That's right. And then we need blues here, and then we need the greens here. And that's basically it. In fact, this could probably just go like this. Oops. Right? Because this just needs gears and iron. So iron can come up to there. This also needs iron and gears, but this needs... Ooh. We can just do that. And then we can do a long... Ironic that it's a longhand inserter inserting into the... Anyways. Of course, I forgot to legendarize the whole build, which is the entire point of it, but you know, it's inconvenient. Okay, and then we're gonna have gears, 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 and gears. Actually, this one doesn't need gears, ironically enough, but it does need iron, and then we need... This one needs gears, this one needs gears, but... and iron. And then this needs, and this needs. So we just need Sneed. I wanted to have like a beacon in the middle. I don't know. I don't think it's probably worth it. Whatever. I'll leave it. Right, and then this, that's going to be iron, which I think I could, we could do iron in here. Sure, let's go beside each other. Make it really inconvenient and awkward. Now, the thing is, I actually don't want any iron coming out, so let's output priority to the left. How many science per minute am I making now? That's a good question. I feel like my science hasn't been going for a while, or maybe it is. It's just the... It's the... science. Can I not... Consumption? I don't know. Can I not just search for science production? I don't think I am producing... Maybe I haven't been producing for a long time? Yeah, I think I'm bottlenecked on... I mean, I should... I actually don't think... I guess I'm just not exporting it. Yeah. I just straight up haven't had it on my Aquilo exports. I just straight up haven't had it. Oof. Oof is right. So I must have just used up everything that was already chilling on Novice. I wonder if I can make more rockets. Hopefully that shouldn't break anything. It is. My target SPM I think is about 2.5 per second, or like 450 divided by 60, so 7.5 per second actually. Can I sustain that here? Not really. Like, the cryogenic science is a little bit special, that's for sure. Fulgora 2, I don't think I can sustain. Yeah, only 2 point. These could probably be, these should be moduled actually. Yeah, 1,000 science per 1,000 science per second though. I don't know. That's crazy. I mean, that's not impossible, but I think the biggest goal would be 10,000 science per minute, which would be like 100, at least 150. If I had 150 science per second for the end game, that would probably be my target. Or maybe even 240 per second. Well, because how much would 240 per second? I don't know. Not too concerned about that for now, but yeah. I don't think we really need efficiency on this planet anymore. I don't know why I had efficiency modules in there, when we could just do that. 4 full stacked green belts of each science. That is a nice goal, because then that's going to be 960 per second. I mean, that's not too outrageous. There, we just bumped that up to 3 point. And we probably, I'm sure we can sustain that production. Like, that can produce 3.2. This is consuming more than that. And then these, I think I should probably have one of these not be 0.9. Ooh, we basically need both of these producing just to sustain that, which is okay because I'm not using that science all the time. But yeah, at least this is kind of figured itself out at this point. So we will eventually get more science coming back down. And we can just quickly switch to nice mining productivity. And maybe even some more steel productivity even before that. Oh man. Basically infinite. I don't know. I think I just want to get this finished. Did we not come back? Did we not drop? We've got the request, so maybe we did drop and it just got consumed. Maybe we should go here instead. Yeah, I'm digging that. There we go, there we go. Okay, and then we do that. Pew, 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 pew. Great. And then this is going to be back here pretty soon. Looks like thruster is good and all that jazz. Looks like we're making a solid amount. And that's gonna be it. I'd like to see this come in just because, I mean, I guess the thing is I do need, actually I don't need that. All I want is the reds. We could probably do this just to, I just want the reds. And the, we could probably just do that, deja vu. And these, yeah. And I think 250 is actually probably a bit on the low side. There we go. So that's gonna be a nice little module. So that's great. That's another thing off the list of things. So realistically, the only thing we need left is gonna be this for now. We'll get refined concrete, I think, too. And we don't have accumulators just yet. But like I said, I don't really think I'm gonna need them at all. Or even really want to build many more, considering we've got all of the ones that we need, really. I could put them over here. Probably pretty easily. Well, what is it? They're just iron, which I don't have over there. But I do have over here, so maybe a quick little tack onto the end here. Nothing wrong with this. Right, and then just request in some batteries. Yeah. Request in some legendary batteries. And then put out legendary accumulators. We could put speed in there, what the heck. And this is supposed to actually be a legendary one. Not, yeah, really don't need that at all. But there we go. I think that's cool. Like that does the trick. Quickly getting our legendary accumulators just so we can check off that box. And then, yeah, we are actually getting some of this stuff coming in. Oh, this is, it's trickling in. These here, there we go. Yeah, don't pick up my speed module. That was rude. There we go. So that does help. And we're getting, yeah, there we go. Straight up building the reds. And that's going to get down to building those, which then I'm going to switch these over. And that's going to be one of the last, that is the last thing we're going to do for tonight. And in the meantime, hoping that my Fulgora has made another 120 legendaries. You can't complain about that. That's about half of what we need for another legendary ship, which we might build another one. We'll see. We might need another one for the iron. We did just drop off, which is great. Probably all of it. It will back up a little bit at some point here, which will be good. That's what we'll want to see. That build will get full again. But that's it for now. So yeah, it's been a lot of great time again here. I'm super stoked about getting the legendary base up and running. It's It's looking good. I mean, dang, yo. This is a legendary base. That's right, it is. So we did legendary stone today. So tomorrow, or Saturday, I should say, we, guess we'll continue on down the line and we'll probably try to get some, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe some Fulgora tech legendary or the tungsten here. We'll probably get this tungsten patch before we go and maybe see about getting some of that good tungsten legendariness. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Thanks, pair, Mr. Man, everybody who's just been hanging out, chilling, and, you know, hitting that like button.
Like and subscribe.
But until Saturday, my friends, and don't forget, special day Tuesday for the release of Microtopia, so we'll be in for it. All right, see ya. Bye. Goodbye.